Hey everyone, y'all know this is me, Voltage, and I'm gonna react to Death Readers Ice Free for All 2. And we've got some interesting fighters on the roster. And I know, for example, for some of these guys, they are absolutely getting fucked. Snowcone down there, he's super done. Nana, I don't know why the hell she is here among most of these characters. She is super getting destroyed. You got Glaceon, who utterly is going to get destroyed because, seriously, she's fighting against people who are insane. Even with all the moves factored in, which she's getting all her moves factored in, she's not going to do crap. Frosty there, well, he stands no chance. I don't care if he's from Kirby. I don't care. He's not going to do crap. I mean, his best feat is probably scaling to Chili, who was an ally in Kirby Star Allies, which in that game they ended up beating Void Termina. If you use Chili, he ends up helping beat Void Termina, who's a god who sucked up dark matter, basically. I think Kirby lore is hard to understand, basically. But Frosty is not gonna do much. Iceman, I see him actually being a bigger threat than honestly than most of the stuff. Everest, she may have gone top 3 last time, but I really don't see that happening. I'll be honest. Sub-Zero, I don't see him doing much honestly this time either. Bakugo over there, or like whoever the guy is, whoever the name was again with the fire and ice powers in the anime, he will do something, but I think his fire will actually help him quite a bit. Frozo down to the bottom left, he's probably gonna get dick slapped. I don't care if he's from the Incredibles. He's not really gonna be god tier. It's either gonna be Sub-Zero or Ice King or probably Glaceon in the top 3. Glaceon's most certainly not top 3. Brawl the man, I can guarantee that. I mean, Dante vs Games TVYT. Yeah. I'm just honestly waiting for the premiere to start right now. But this is gonna be a 30-minute long video, guaranteed. So I'd say you guys better get something ready. This is gonna be a long video. I've got myself a drink ready to go as well. I got myself a nice root beer, nice cold root beer for me ready to go for me. This is gonna be a long fight. Considering Death Arena said it'd be about probably 32 minutes long for the entire animation, that kind of stuff, and also the character summaries. A few of these characters, I've got no clue who they are, so don't expect me to know all of them. I'm just going to close this off so I don't need to see that when I'm doing this. I'll be back when this starts. Let's continue from left because there's only 7 seconds left before this thing gets started. And honestly, I don't know who to pick to win this thing, because there's just too many characters to fight over. I just know the winner will be someone I won't expect. Probably the anime fighters, I'd say. The ones I don't know. Pepsi Man! I also hope...
frequently used in combat by many fictional characters, one of which being ice. Keep in mind that this is part 3 of 2 other battles. I highly recommend you watch those first.
Also, why the hell do you bring Nana in here?
For this battle, we have more ice users battling it out to
She's
find the
so
most
getting
powerful.
murdered.
So let's introduce the fighters. The roster includes
Shoto
Sub-Zero,
Todoroki, there we
Mr.
go.
Frosty, Everest, Captain Cold, Freeze Man, Frizzone, Grateful Buster, Nana, Shoto Todoroki, Death, Glaceon, Snowcone, the Ice King, and Aokiji.
Aokiji, Grateful Buster, those ones I don't know who they are at all.
Briefly, otherwise we'd be here all day. So whose ice freezes the coldest? We'll see, because only one can survive in the arena of death.
I know one thing. I know one person it won't be.
So let's summarize them quickly.
He's not gonna win.
Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is a heavily skilled assassin and grandmaster of the Lin Kuei. Sub-Zero can create weapons out of ice such as swords, daggers, hammers, and more. He can shoot ice as a projectile attack, as well as create an ice decoy of himself that'll freeze opponents on contact. Sub-Zero is capable of surviving heat of over 3,000 degrees, and can chop through solid diamond. Mr. Frosty is a recurring mid-boss in the Kirby series. He has the appearance of a
Kirby Fighters!
walrus. He normally attacks
I played that
by charging his
game.
opponents or launching snowballs at them.
Well,
He
used
is
to.
also able to belly flop on them, and create a bouncing snowman. If he gets close enough, he can actually swallow his enemies. Mr. Frosty is strong, but lacks variety. Everest is back and ready to go.
Oh boy.
This husky is the snow pup of the Paw Patrol. After living most of her life in the Arctic, she joined the team to help others. She does this using special gear and abilities. Her pup pack has a rocket-powered snowboard and grappling hook. Her jetpack helps her fly at Mach 30. As a mighty pup, Everest can breathe ice and walk on lava. Everest may be powerful, but she isn't much of a fighter. Lucius Best, aka Frizzone, is a close ally of Mr. Incredible. He creates ice and snow using the moisture in the
He
surrounding
won't
air.
do much.
His ice blast can encase an opponent, and even stop a bullet in mid-flight. He can even use this to create a sheet of ice on the ground to skate on. He's capable of turning a field of water into snow, and his special boots allow him to walk on ice without falling. Frizzone's power is able to stop a huge cruise ship from crashing, but he can't use his power if he is dehydrated. Simon Petrikov, better known as the Ice King, is a deranged wizard who kidnaps princesses to try to marry them.
I think that he won one of the top
The
3.
Ice King is non-violent in nature, but he is very powerful when he gets on the battlefield. He can create snowstorms and ice mountains. Fire ice
He's a
attacks,
big threat in this
fly,
fight, I say
turn
myself
invisible,
personally.
and has an ice variant
He
of
is a
ninjutsu.
huge threat.
The Ice King is even able to use a power called Wizard Eyes to see different planes of existence. The Ice King may be powerful, but he is mentally insane. Grateful Buster is the friendly rival of Natsu. He used
Natsu
to be
Dragon,
rather reckless, but became more cautious over time. Gray has numerous moves formed by his ice magic. His ice make ability allows him to not only create ice, but also shape it into objects like cannons, swords, or even sculptures. Gray can also create ice lances, huge walls of ice, an ice shield, ice geyser, ice prison, and even create large knights out of ice. But his Ice Devil form gives him more abilities such as Ice Devil's Rage, and Ice Devil's Zeroth Destruction Vow. Death is the leader of a group called the Jaegers. She is a highly manipulative and barbarous sadist who lacked empathy for those she deemed weak. She possesses a powerful taiga called Demon's Extract. With it,
How many of these people have friggin' super forms?
She can create icicles, freeze people to death, and freeze an entire lake within moments. With Mahaptama, she can freeze time. With the Ice Cavalry, she can create an army of ice soldiers. These moves are her trumps cards. If she uses her taiga on a massive scale, she'll be unable to use it for a while. Nana is the partner of Popo. Together, they're known as the Ice Climbers. Nana spends her time climbing mountains of ice and fighting predators like...
Why the hell did you put this girl in the fight? Why? This is just excessive.
And is capable of shooting ice from her gloves.
You really think she's gonna do anything?
Cold areas safely. She may be a skilled explorer, but she is merely a child, and she won't have Popo by her side. Next is the ice evolution of Eevee, Glaceon.
Oh no.
This Pokemon can control its body heat at will and create snow
Just
around itself.
please don't murder Glaceon in the
Glaceon
fight.
can be a very skilled hunter. They have numerous ice-type moves such as Ice Fang, Ice Shard, Blizzard, Frost Breath, etc. But Glaceon is also capable of using other types of moves like Hyper Beam, Water Pulse, Shadow Ball, Double Team, Giga Impact, Rock Smash, Swift, and more. These
Yeah, they're
moves
factoring
are
every
not
move for
only
Glaceon,
able
just
to inflict
FYI.
damage, but some of them can raise Glaceon's stats, or lower their opponents.
Glaceon needs to
Glaceon
use
is
all those status
powerful,
moves to make
but
her
it
at
is
all
weak
any
against
effective.
Pokemon types like Rock.
I'd say personally for her, she needs to use Double Team like crazy to raise her evasiveness to do anything in this fight, because if she can't get hit, that'll be useful.
Fighting, and fire. Next is Dr. Wily's Ice Robot Master, Freeze Man. This robot was originally built as a prototype robot for non-polluting energy before being modified for combat. He is capable of using his former energy source to attack with his Freeze Cracker. This attack creates icicles, freezes the ground, and creates snowflake-like projectiles that explode into smaller shards and spread out. Freeze Man may not have a wide variety of moves, but he is quick and strong enough to keep up with Mega Man. Who knew Snowman could be scary? Snow Cone is a large snowman and one of several bosses in the FNAF World game.
Snow Cone is not a tough boss. He is super gonna get destroyed.
He's also capable of stunning them with a jump scare. With the water hose, he can kill any opponent under 30% health. The Toxic Bite is a move that temporarily poisons his foes. The Escape Key is his most powerful attack. It can instantly kill an opponent with one strike, but the chance of that working isn't all that high. As a child, Shoto got burned by his mother, leaving a scar around his eye. In the world he lives, everyone has superpowers called quirks. His is called half cold, half hot. This is because he has the powers of both his parents, fire and ice. He can create giant glaciers of ice.
He might be one of the best ones to win, I think, in my opinion.
However, if he uses too much of one power over the other, he'll either burn himself or freeze himself. Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold, had a terrible childhood and abusive father. This led to him eventually becoming
This guy might be a pawn because he's from the GC things, and last time the GC won.
Created a gun which shoots ice that can reduce temperatures to absolute zero. Snart can throw people through stone walls and formulate plans with his high intellect. His suit is designed to withstand his own extreme cold temperatures. Captain Cold may be skilled and smart, but he is still an ordinary human. And finally,
okay, I don't think he win anymore. I don't think he win.
He is a former admiral of the Marines, who currently works with the Blackbeard Pirates. Using the Devil Fruit, he can create, manipulate, and turn into ice. He can even create ice swords, bypass intangibility, and cover his body in ice.
Oh, fun.
Ryokiji can fight for 10 days straight, freeze foes with a single touch, and withstand attacks from Luffy. However, like other Devil Fruit users, he can't swim, and he will be immobilized if more than half of his body is in water. Overall, all of these fighters are true forces to be reckoned with.
That might be important, his beat is to water. Just knock him in the ocean, he's done.
Alright, let's get ready.
Sprite animation, okay, cool.
This battle will take place throughout the multiverse, and there is no prep time. With that being said, it's time to see who will survive in the arena of death.
Animator's very simple. When it actually give her moves. Well, it took a whole day, but the training simulation's finally fixed up. We're just lucky we found some more parts. But let's agree to never let Goku use it again. Yeah, probably not. I'm certain our comrades will appreciate your effort once they return from the underworld. Hey, seriously, I've been thinking. Remember our second battle, the one where more ice shoots showed up? How about we use the simulation to do it again, but we do more of them? Quite an interesting idea. More opponents could potentially raise our skills and focus our awareness. And let's do it. Tails, have this to run numerous random ice manipulators into our battle. Alright, let's just enter inside and I'll insert the commands into it. Okay, so no one can get killed in this thing. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, it's crazy. This will be the third time we've faced each other. Kind of like how the Pups and Freddy's friends technically had 3 fights. History sure likes to repeat itself. In some cases, that is a good thing. I only hope that you'll put up a better fight than the last 2 times. Oh, I have no intention of holding anything back in this battle. I'm gonna come at you with everything I got. I expect nothing less. Let us begin. Philippe Eclipse. Go. Ice King then Frozone. Edge Death fighting this guy, not Gray. Sub-Zero is fighting Everest currently. At least I think that's Sub-Zero. This other guy's battling against Shoto, Todoroki. Ouch. Ooh, Frozone is currently... I think that Frozone is going to lose this fight against the Ice Version most certainly. Against Ice King, the Ice King is far too powerful for Frozone. Yeah, Frozone is out. Frost, Iceman versus Snow Cone. Snow Cone's already going to get fucked. Seriously, Snow Cone? That's not going to do shit. If those machine guns fired something other than snowballs, then it might be more effective. But you're firing snowballs. And there you go. You're done. What'd I say? Snow Cone didn't stand a chance. Frozone versus Todoroki, huh? I think Todoroki wins this one, honestly. Him having fire moves is amazing for him, honestly. No shot to... What? Huh. Oh, Glaceon should maybe win this one? Swift? That's Hyper Beam. That's Ice Beam? Nana's super dead. Honestly, I'm last place. I think that's going to Nana last place in the entire tournament, honestly. Everyone sees either a boss in the game, or just much more stronger than her. Oh! Nice dodge, Sub-Zero. Oh gosh! Yeah, as death is not done. The hell was that? Oh, it's Facebook being stupid. Oh! Sub-Zero's out. I think. Oh no! He took out Esdeath. Cool. The Frost King is who's he fighting next? Frozen. He already killed you. You already killed him once. Blech. Oh. Oh, Nana. You really don't want this fight, girl. You really don't want this. Everest, don't be mean. This is Gray. I have to get back to my Beguile quickly. Netsu, Luffy, Ezra, and Julia need my help. Who just froze him? Looks like I finally found you. That's Sub-Zero. The one responsible for bringing me here. Damn it. There must be another fighter. No time to delay. I'm looking at my friends. Huh. Okay, that's a pretty cool animation. Honestly, I love that one. This animator so far is clearly my favorite one. Because that side with that hammer, with the hammer summoning, that was really cool, honestly. Honestly, if it's a gigantic hammer versus a small frost saber, that should not be any challenge for the hammer to just completely, utterly dick slap the giant sword. I mean, this small sword. Where did you go? He's behind you. Obviously. Oh god. Oh, there goes Gray. How did that happen? Oh, you're the one who can make clones of himself. That's an ice RPG. Oh, that's a very, very dead Sub-Zero. I'm sorry, my friend. So it comes to this.
You three are all that remain in my way of complete domination. You all honestly believe that your ice abilities are enough to defeat me. I was built for these sorts of things while you are all limited in variety. By this alone, you have no hope for recovery from my mind.
Sure, Iceman, let's see what happens, big guy. No way are you top 3. Okay, who are you fighting at this time? Freeze Man versus Gray. This must be Gabriel moves already. I can tell this is Gabriel moves animation style, I think. Come on, he's doing a thumb. Come on, dog. This looks like it's Gabriel's animation style. Because I've seen a lot of Gabriel's animations, and this just matches this kind of style because it's fast-paced and it really tries to take advantage of the combat. Come on, Iceman. He's trying to kick their ass. Everest, what are you planning on doing? Triple fight. Oh, ouch. I think we have a winner figured out, almost. It's one of these two, I think. Gray or Freeze Man. Freeze Man wins, baby, like I thought. Woohoo! Yes! I was thinking Freeze Man.
There you have it. One of the coldest and merciless.
Oh, would you look at that? Nana, dead last, like I said. Glaceon got 5th? Huh. Congratulations, Glaceon. Esdev got 2nd. 3rd was Gray Fullbuster. Fourth was, I think, the crazy Captain Pirate guy. As Sokio, what the hell it's called. Ice King got 6. Shoto Todoroki got 7th. Probably due to his mass money stuff he has. Everest got 8th. Frosty got 9th. Wow, I'm kind of surprised Frosty got that well. 10th was the Captain Cold. 11th, Sub-Zero. Like I said, Snow Cone was going to get fucked no matter what. He got 12th. Frozone got 13th. I'm not really surprised at it, honestly, either.
On this show. You are welcome.
I'm kind of surprised that Sub-Zero got so low.
Free for all for both very obvious reasons and kind of not so obvious reasons. Before we do so, this show, you are welcome. With that, Freeze Man wins this free for all for both very obvious reasons and kind of not so obvious reasons. Before we do so, let's go over the ranking of the characters from the weakest to strongest here. Some characters have obvious spots while others don't, so let's explain them all quickly. There is very little need to go into detail about the bottom 3. Nana quite literally has no ice powers notable to discuss.
Like, why the hell did you bring Nana into this thing? She was gonna get murdered no matter what.
Even though she scales up mountains for a living with a comically large mallet, busting thin ice platforms, she has absolutely no notable feats to speak of. This also goes with durability, speed, intelligence, absolutely nothing at all. Her only chance is to magically get smash scaling, then she gets the top spot. Other than that, she gets the bottom place.
Get smash scaling? What do you mean smash bro scaling?
Also in the bottom 3 due to them having the lower end feats compared to everyone. Their ice powers are very basic and fail to reach scales above building level, to which everyone else triumphs over. The only reason why Snow Cone is above Frozone is because even though he holds a speed and experience advantage, Snow Cone holds a higher durability edge and his powers actually extend beyond ice, to which Frozone has no counters for, such as being one-shot or debuffed. Next up is Sub-Zero, which is a surprisingly low placement, but ultimately this heavily depends on where one would scale Mortal Kombat. Yeah, there are universal to multiversal feats that happen in MK that get some of the god tiers incredibly high, but to say everyone equally scales, including normal humans, is a stretch beyond stretches. Such generosity would be too giving. Sub-Zero is one of those characters that would not fit in that category. This leaves him with building level power and hypersonic speeds. He holds a significant edge with skill amongst most of the list. In fact, out of all 16 characters, HE would place at least in the top 5 of the most skilled. His ice powers have a lot of variety to them, and how he utilizes them is much more unique than most characters here. His fault is on the stat gap, unfortunately, so despite having great speed and skills, he doesn't have much that can get him higher. Captain Cold is weird but quick to explain placement here. He is actually the lowest when it comes to durability and physical power.
Because he's just regular human.
Quite simple actually. He is a lot smarter. His ice resistance negates any lower tier ice control. His tech actually grants him the 3rd highest attack potency, as his technology can generate ice that can threaten to freeze the planet, and take on the likes of Superman, the Flash, and Wonder Woman. So despite physically being the weakest, his tech gives him a giant boost and his intellect gives him grounds to stand on, but it can only get him so far. Mr. Frosty has the opposite issue. While he possesses power that would normally get him higher, he is severely lacking in variety. With no notable intellect to talk about, basic ice moveset you can think of, and only power and speed to boast about, even with multi-continental with relativistic speeds. His severe power diversity leaves him open to being abused by anyone smarter, having far better diversity, and having the biggest issue that his potency being reliant on scaling rather than having any...
Yeah, honestly, he's a bit fucking stupid.
The reason she is higher is because despite the huge power, she is fortunate enough to be faster with Mach 30 speeds and faster than light reaction speeds.
Thanks to her jetpack.
Capable of utilizing her strategic mind far more effectively. Her ice compared to the other pups should be similar to a meteor halting feat that came close to devastating a city, which would be between mountain to island level. Her ice also has much more utility overall, and she can use them to both aid herself and go on the offensive while exploiting everyone else's shortcomings. Even then, everyone above her simply has more to offer, since everyone else has ice powers that exceed the conventional idea of what ice manipulation is. Shoto is the all-around fighter here.
Fire
jack of all trades.
and ice.
His power potency is incredible, rivaling Everest even. That along with his relativistic speeds allows him to place higher. Along with that, he has shown a great prowess in his skills and battle intellect, being one of the most skilled heroes in his universe, alongside Deku. He also has extremely creative uses for his ice powers, so while basic in nature, he found ways to utilize them to their max potential. Despite that, He doesn't excel in any category, he's just above average in most. Which, while very good, can only get him so far. Ice King, to quite a shock, places 6th in the ranking.
I'm not really surprised, honestly.
Surprisingly, the Ice King's best abilities are actually outside of his ice arsenal. As a wizard, he has access to all sorts of magic that allows him to get an upper hand on several levels, such as mind manipulation, sleep manipulation, illusions, etc. Otherwise, his ice powers are mostly just above average. A notable thing he can do is freeze lightning. His best feat is cooling down the entirety of the Fire Kingdom, which covers a landmass akin to an island. That, along with FTL speeds via space traversal, allows him to place really high. Alas, his biggest faults is his fragility.
Yeah, he's
completely deranged,
kind of insane up here.
These factors make it unlikely he'll ever place higher. Now for the top 5. These characters showcase abilities that many others lack.
I'm gonna be honest. How the f did Glaceon get top 5?
Their arsenal evolves past the norm and are either extremely wide or incredibly potent. With that, let's get into Glaceon. This was somewhat shocking, but after looking into the objectively second best evolution right under Umbreon, #change my mind, it's very clear why they placed so much higher. Glaceon possesses some of the best ice resistance among anyone else who relies on typical assumptions aside from the few that state they do resist it. Both of Glaceon's abilities, Snow Cloak and Ice Body, granted huge advantages in snowy conditions, which can provide
I forgot about the ability. That Snow Cloak raises her evasiveness automatically. That is broken.
Which can confuse others. Copycat to copy attacks. Charm to debuff among other debuffs. Calm Mind to amplify their power. Sand Attack to blind and lower accuracy. Mirror Coat to deliver back twice the damage they have received. And much more. Scaling Glaceon to other Pokemon would put her at the lowest end to City Vis Dragonair being able to nuke cities, to Mountain via scaling to Pokemon like Machamp and Tyranitar, all which can dodge light-based attacks. The icing on the cake is Dynamax. While temporary, it allows Glaceon to drastically amplify its power to the point of summoning entire
True, you do add in feats like that as well.
Entire islands. The only reason Glaceon isn't any higher is because everyone else above also has higher stats, a nice resistance and a higher skill gap. Number 4 is Aokiji.
Congratulations, Glaceon, for top 5 finish.
To bypass durability, freeze the air itself and obliterate anything that has a semblance of water in it.
I don't know what the next fight will be, honestly.
Temperatures below 0 and even control his body to become ice or a pure mist of freezing air. His control over ice is incredibly creative and the 3rd highest when it comes to utility. With his higher power and FTL plus speeds, control over the weather and sheer skill level, he placed 4th, just shy of who took 3rd place. Next is Gray. His use of ice is unique, similar to why the Ice King's magic is so good. It's powered by magic. Its utility is also incredibly high, offers a lot more perks and spells that can shut down just about any other ice user here. He can seal others in magical ice, absorb their ice, passively heal from ice and close by magic, erase minds somehow, empower himself, and so much more. His magic offers too much utility that anyone...
Excuse me, what? He can erase minds?
He isn't just rocking magic utility either. His scales above many other characters in Fairy Tail who have proven to be multi-continental to even planetary threats. This allows Gray to place 3rd. Second is Esteth. Everything that was said about Gray applies to her, but better. You thought using ice to erase minds was crazy? Well, how about using ice to freeze time?
I knew the time freezing was going to be broken.
While technically having less utility in her arsenal,
isn't Mr. Freeze immune to time manipulation, I think? Freeze Man's immune to time manipulation, I think, from the Mega Man games. Because Mega Man has something that makes him immune to time freeze. I'm pretty certain of that.
The second strongest character here, and despite not having the highest speed, she counters it with time stop. Looking at Gray versus Esteth by itself, we can understand that she takes him in power, intelligence, experience, skills, and axis, while Gray has speed, utility, and a wider arsenal. Applying that logic to everyone else, and it's safe to say she still triumphs over everyone, except one. Freeze Man takes the top spot, for the most obnoxiously on-the-nose reason. Compared to everyone, his ice isn't that unique, even with his weapon being able to freeze anything to -200 degrees Fahrenheit. His arsenal really just consists of ice only, and his skill set can only be compared to Mega Man X and other bots like him. So why is he number 1? Well, that's simple. He outstats everyone so hard that anything else is completely irrelevant.
Yep.
The gap between planetary to solar system is so wide that it becomes pointless to discuss anything else. The speed gap from faster than light to massively faster than light plus is too large to not notice, and giving Freeze Man any Archie comic cross-scaling would just be rubbing salt in the wound. So yes, Freeze Man takes the victory through raw sheer power and speed alone, without any super cool abilities, strategies, or notable intellect. The gap in power just makes it obsolete. A cold end to this fight, isn't it? The winner is Freeze Man.
I knew that he was gonna be a big threat. I literally said that when I started the video. Wonder Woman, I think. Yeah, this is Wonder Woman. Who's she versing? Wonder Woman versus. I don't know who she's versing, but honestly, I'm looking forward to the next fight to see who she fights against. Honestly, because like this fight, it was a little bit better one done recently. Honestly, this is one of the better animations, much better compared to the last one. Honestly, because Cartoon Cat versus Gumball was honestly no. But no, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share if you're new. Bye.